In this video, we're going to talk about lifestyle design and how property investing can potentially open up doors to give you more choices and do things you love with the people you love. Now, Emily and I have been talking about this for a long time. We've been focusing on building a property portfolio that gives us more choices to allow us to spend more time with family and friends and getting more experiences and eventually spending time with kids that we might have down the track. I'm sure a lot of you have the same motivations. You're going into property investing not just to make money and not just to get rich and get a Lambo and get a super fancy house. Clearly recall back when I started as a graduate, that's what one of the partners said to me when I was going through as a vacationer. If you work here for 20, 25 years, you become a partner, you'll have a nice house, a nice car and a nice boat. And I thought at the time, I don't really want any of those things. I want choices. I want the ability to go to the beach and have a swim on a Wednesday. And I want to go be able to see my parents and help them in their garden. And as they move into their retirement phase, help them with those next steps. I don't need all those material things. Now, yes, material things are nice, but I don't need it. I don't need those things. We don't need all these material things that we look for. They can motivate you to make money and you can spend money on those things, but those materialistic things aren't going to give you fulfillment like spending time with people you love and doing things that you love. So for me, I want to be able to play football. I want to go to training twice a week, play a game on the weekend, and do that pretty much all year round. I also really enjoy renovating. I genuinely enjoy doing that as an activity and a task. And so those are all things I want to spend my time doing and have choices to do those things. I also want to work remotely. So in the new era that we're in, post-COVID, working from home for those people who can is going to become a new normal. And we'll be able to start working from the sunny coast or the Gold Coast or northern New South Wales and essentially start living and having experiences at the same time while working in our day job. I've definitely heard of people that have gone to tiny house and van life and started traveling around Australia or around Europe and working at the same time each day. You know, they've got a little office set up, they've got a laptop and some Wi-Fi, and they can basically work remotely. In this video, the whole idea was to talk through the concept of lifestyle design and working towards those non-materialistic things, so lifestyle and experiences, rather than just working to make money and have more fancy things. Now, in all of that, you need to build a property portfolio that gives you passive income. Of course, you can do this through other things like business or shares, but this channel's largely focused around property investing and how you can get financially free through investing in property. And what that means is one property is unlikely going to do this for you. One property might have, say, $500 a week coming in, but is that going to cover your living expenses and the debt and everything else that goes on in life? So that's why we need to work to building a multi-property portfolio. It's not about the number of properties, it's about getting quality properties that you can hold for the long term and eventually give you passive income to live off and make those lifestyle choices that you desire. Now, for some people that might look like $5 million property portfolio, which might give them $150,000 of passive income each year once the debt's paid off. And for others, it might look like a $2 million property portfolio with, say, 2 or 3 houses in it. So roughly for the everyday Australian, I believe that 3 to 5 properties will get them enough in their portfolio to give them passive income and choices. But the statistics don't say that Australians are going to get there. Not many Australians get past 1 or 2 investment properties. If you get past 1 or 2, then you're in the minority, and that's where you really need to be to have those lifestyle choices. I'm very soon going to create a video around how you can get $100,000 passive income by building a capital growth and cash flow property at the same time. So say you had a $2 million property portfolio and you could get a 5% net yield, then that will give you $100,000 of passive income if there was no debt. And what that essentially means is once you've acquired $2 million worth of assets, you've got your buy and hold portfolio, then it's about moving to that consolidation phase and not looking to continue to accumulate more properties. If you can then pay down the debt, then you can potentially move yourself into a passive income position where you can start living off of your portfolio. Now there are a lot of other options out there, such as buying more property and selling others to reduce your debt and using those capital gains to pay down the debt in your buy and hold portfolio. There's other options where you try and grow the portfolio larger, so when you get capital growth in it, the debt is almost inflated away through the appreciation of the assets. So many strategies to break down, but at its core, if you can work out what number you need in terms of value of property and a rough yield or net yield that you're going to get from that property portfolio, you can work out how much property you really need to hold and invest in to eventually give yourself life choices. Now, all of this is not going to happen in 1 or 3 or 5 years. It's going to take a long period of time. Even the most active investors, you've never really heard of anyone doing it in under a 5-year time frame. I'd love to hear from you if you are that guy and you have made massive amounts of money, but more often than not, those are people who have made success in business rather than just basic property investing where you buy blue chip, buy and hold assets or cash flow assets to grow your portfolio. So we're definitely trying to do this personally. We like to, be thrifty and buy things off Facebook Marketplace and upcycle and recycle and have experiences rather than materialistic things. So try and do that too. I know that's not for everyone. And if you want a beautiful house and a boat and a beautiful car, then go for it if that's what motivates you. But for us, it's more about time with loved ones and having experiences. And really at the end of the day, choices not to go into an office and to manage your own time and work on things that you love and things that you're passionate about. Now, if you're looking for a buyer's agent to help you invest in the property market up here in Brisbane, I run a buyer's agency called Purpose Property. You can check out the link in the description down below or check out my website, purposeproperty.com.au. We give out free strategy sessions where we have a chat about your current situation, what your goals are in property investing, and what we exactly do as a buyer's agency. So if you're interested in that, check out the description down below. Otherwise, subscribe to the channel, leave a like on this video, and check out this video over here if you're interested in more videos on real estate. See you in the next one. Peace.